It's a weird time in the world. Now, before I tell you this next bit, let me preface this by saying I love guns. I love guns. I'm a gun person. I actually broke my hand once shooting guns, and I kept shooting it. I rented a Smith & Wesson 500. It's a 50 caliber handgun. The bullets are so big it only chambers 5 rounds at a time in the cylinder. I got off 5 rounds, bang, 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 and at the end my hand started to swell up and it was stinging, but I still had 5 bullets. I was like, fuck this. And I loved it. But maybe it's time to reassess what it is to be American. Maybe it's time to reimagine what it is to be America. You know, maybe you don't get to have 50 guns. Maybe you only get to have as many guns as you can shoot at one time. 2. Maybe like if you can rig the gun to your balls and bang, maybe you can have 3. I don't know about 50. People say, well, that's unconstitutional. Well, listen, our Constitution is a living document. You can change things. First of all, we just had the Constitution. We didn't have any of the amendments. Then we were like, here's the First Amendment. In America, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Then we realized the Second Amendment was, but you're gonna need some guns. A few amendments later, we're like, oh my God, this drinking is out of control. No more alcohol. Alcohol's illegal. A couple amendments later, we're like, now that we're thinking straight, let's give women the right to vote. A couple amendments later, we're like, oh, we're gonna need that alcohol back. But the people in charge want to pit us against each other so they don't have to deal with the problems. They want to label us. They want to say, you're a liberal, you're a conservative, fight. You're a red state, you're a blue state, fucking fight amongst each other. And while we're fighting, they're over here looting the wealth of the world. And when I say they, obviously, I mean the Illuminati. That's what they're doing. So some of us might wise up and ask questions like, hey, what are you guys doing over there? And then they have to distract us with shiny objects. They're like, oh, new nickels and quarters. And you're like, oh my God, collect the whole set. So they don't fix anything while they're in charge. Here's what they do. They take an old problem, relabel it, put it back out there, hoping to fool us into thinking they fixed shit when they haven't. We used to have illegal immigration. Did they fix it? No, they just called it undocumented workers. We solved the problem. I saw a brochure at a casino that said gambling is a terrible disease. No, it's not. I have never banged a hooker and come down with blackjack. Maybe you've heard this nonsense. Obesity is an epidemic. No, it isn't. You know what obesity is? Fat is natural. You don't have to do anything, and fat happens. You know what's unnatural? Abs. You ever see people with abs? They're never normal people just walking around. To oil themselves down every minute. Look at my abs. And it's not an epidemic. If obesity was an epidemic, your fat friend could cough on you. Hey, man. That was rude. I can't believe you. Oh, my God. And you have to call into work. Even my phone is fat. Hello, I can't make it today. The fat is going around. And even then your boss doesn't believe you. Are you fat for real? Sounds like you're using your fat voice. And you're busted. I was using my fat voice. I'll see you at 9. I hate my job.